Greetings and welcome to Rant and Rank, the show where we come together and rant about an album or an artist, and we rank their discography. We do this in the most uncivilized manner possible. My name is Dork Joe, and with me today, Danny Tanner's illegitimate son, Jason.
I like it. I like it.
The man who can do the cut it out symbol with both hands at the same time, Ed. We went full. We went full house.
I got nothing. So you should have prepared me. I could have come up with something for that.
There you go. Housekeeping.
Aunt Becky's ex-lover, Joe.
Is Becky in jail?
I think she's out now.
No, I think she's in like rich people jail, where it's just like you go to a house that has like a spa and a pool, and you can't really leave unless you want to.
It's a house arrest.
Well, not your house though. It's somewhere nice. It's like a hotel arrest. I could be wrong. I've never been to those. Housekeeping. Huge shout out to Zoe Albright for our fantastic logo you can see on the screen currently. We have a Patreon. You should go to it. You should be a part of it. We also have a Discord where people are at and they're having a good time. And they miss you. And they want you there to be a part of it. We're also on Twitter, Reddit, and other things. Come see us all that. You can also comment down below and we'll see all that fun stuff. We have 10 albums today.
Today is Bouncing Souls Week.
That's right.
We got a new album coming out. I'm ready.
Y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to do a little album review here soon.
Some Jersey punk rock.
That's right. But today's The Bouncing Souls. That's what we'll be discussing. And we're going to jump right on into it. Ed, how did you get into The Bouncing Souls? What was your introduction?
I saw them live. I can't remember where. I think it was.
You son of a gun.
I think it was Warped Tour. One of the Warped Tours. And they did that Ole Ole song. And man, after that I was like, I have to get this music. This is really good. And another way also that I got into them is because I heard that on their first album, that I Like Your Mom, and I just thought that was a fantastic song. It's so funny, and it's just, I don't know. I was young when I heard them, and I thought that stuff was hilarious. So, honestly, same humor. It's like you hear Blink 182, that young humor. But yeah, it's they're a good band. They're a good one to listen to for sure.
Jason?
I want to say my first Bouncing Soul song was probably Say Anything on Punkorama. I think it was Punkorama 3. It's just a great song, got me hooked. I think the first album I got was Hopeless Romantic. I've seen them a couple times. I saw them when the Menzingers opened for them during I guess it was the Comet tour. But yeah, they played Ole there too. It was a rough pit.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
I want to say that it must have been Punkorama, because I'm sitting here looking at the track list for Fat Music for Fat People, and I thought they were on one of those, but they're not. So it had to be Punkorama. That's really my introduction to them also.
Yeah, there's Punkораmas. They had Guttermouth, the Dwarves, Pulley, 10-foot pole.
I've got a great Pulley story whenever we get to that. But yeah, that had to be my introduction also. And then really I didn't get a full listen to through an album until the Gold record, I believe. Or listening to you somewhere in your car at some point that I don't remember, but because I know that they've been on other things that I've heard, but never really listened to a full album. So that's kind of where I got into. I never saw them live. I wish I had. But we'll go through my wishes a little bit later with them. Ed, you're going to start us off. Give me number 10.
Okay. My number 10 is going to be Ghost in the Boardwalk. I did not like this album at all. It's slow, I thought. Honestly, it was kind of hard to finish a little bit. I didn't like it. It was not the Bouncing Souls that I originally started listening to. So it's different. And just to see over my notes here, um, I do like the cover, but and no, Gasoline is a good tune.
No.
But I don't know. I just didn't get into it. It was one of those albums that honestly I heard once, and then I haven't heard again until we were doing this, and it does not please me.
Ed, you've made a good choice because that's also my number 10. I think our numbers are backwards. I think we're
Oh,
putting
they
that
are,
in
aren't
the
they?
number one slot.
Yep, you're right. I mean, that's where it belongs, but
Yeah. Y'all know what we're doing. Yeah, I didn't enjoy this album. I don't really care for Gasoline. I don't think it's great as an opener. Never Say Die / When You're Young. I thought the When You're Young part was good. The Never Say Die I wasn't really into. I like Badass. I think Badass is a good song. Dubs Say True. That's a good song. Like the Sun. That's a good song. Everything else though is just kind of it's
Yeah.
real slow. It's just not. I don't enjoy this album.
I think I'm starting to notice a trend with a lot of the musicians we're doing. The older they get, the slower the music they put out, and it's just. The, I mean, this is just one of those bands, just like the ones we've done previously, where you expect a certain sound, and I get the growing. They want them to do something new, but it just doesn't fit. In my opinion. So.
Jason, give us your wrong number 10. I'm sure.
Yeah, I swear you guys conspired because y'all are fucked up, but we'll get to that later. Mine is Simplicity. I think this album just doesn't have anything going for it. This is the one to me that was just slow and forgettable. Um, Gravity's good. Hey Aliens was fun. The Rebel song. Does anyone want a Rebel song? No, not from the Bouncing Souls. I don't. I don't go into the Bouncing Souls for political songs, and they're not very good at it. They've got one or two good ones, but Rebel Song is not one of them. So that's all I'm going to say about Simplicity. I think that was a huge fall for them.
Then I don't think you're so wrong. Then we can say you're okay with that because I'm going to go right behind you with number 9 being Simplicity. Um, I didn't I didn't really enjoy this album either. I mean, there's some songs I like. I like Bees. I like Writing on the Wall. I Want to Be Bored, Satellite. I think those are solid songs off this album. But after that, we're just Gravity, Hero Zero, Driving All Night, Up to Us. Not my cup of tea for them. It's just a scotch better than Ghost on the Boardwalk. But I do enjoy Bees. I thought that was good. Ed,
I think Joe was looking over my shoulder, looking over my notes.
I'm telling you, it's conspiracy.
Yeah,
we didn't
I'm
conspire.
gonna
We
go
didn't
with, I'm
conspire.
gonna go with the same one. I just these later albums, I just didn't. I don't know. I just did not enjoy at all. They weren't fun. They weren't the same. It just didn't sound like them. I do disagree with Jason though. I think the Rebel song is actually not that bad. I did like that song, but I like protest music. So
I have a really pretty version of it, but that's about all it's got going for it.
it is pretty.
Yeah. So y'all didn't tell me y'all could hear my dryer in the background buzzing. That was fun.
I thought you were about to take over in his space.
It was my turn, Ed. Jason, give us number 9.
My number 9 is a Comet. I like Fast Times. I like Coin Toss Girl. I like the track Comet, and Shipping a Bottle is really good. But the rest of it, no. Again, Baptized, a horrible political song from them. They don't need to be doing that. We Love Fun. Usually I like the Bouncing Souls, like throwaway dumb songs. I mean, the Toilet Song is one of the best songs they ever wrote. But We Love Fun is just dumb. DFA is fucking dumb. Like shipping a bottle is like one of the only redeeming things on this song, this album.
Damn, Jason, that sounds like that should have been your number 10. Are you sure you want to put it as high? Is that like you had
I
some
actually
fun?
remember Comet. That's the difference. Simplicity is completely just you can hear it all the way through and be like, "Did I listen to something? What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
It's just boring. I'd rather have a bad album than a boring album. Again, I have a really pretty copy of it.
And I'm with you about the my 10 and number 9 or both are albums are just really forgettable in my opinion. My number 8 is Comet, following right behind you. I like Comet. I think it's a pretty good album. I thought we were going full on space theme for a moment, but I really liked Comet. I like Infidel. Shipping the Bottle's amazing. I like Static. I didn't mind Baptized. It's okay. DFA, In Sleep, and We Live Fun don't do it for me though. Those are my low lights. Yeah, it's. I mean, I enjoy this album. I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the ones in front of it, but this is where we're starting to get to like I like these albums, even if they're low. Ed, what you got?
Yeah, no, and I agree with all. Yeah, Comet is my next one too, Joe. It's like we're thinking alike here.
I know it.
No, and it's for the same reasons. I mean, I did enjoy. I think when a band has this many albums, like we should do like really good, mid, and just bad. Because I don't know, like this middle area gets tricky with me. But I mean, I enjoyed a few of these tracks. It's just not. I didn't particularly like this album. DFA was okay. Shipping a Bottle was okay. I didn't mind Baptized. I thought Baptized was a good opener. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's bad. Jason?
So this is where everything forward is good. This is the last album that's kind of, and that's their the good, the bad. It's a great album. It's good, but it's not better than anything coming after. It sounds like early descent, or it sounds like Descendants to me.
I see
Um,
that.
I can't remember if we were recording. We were talking about Not Like Your Mom. Um, these are quotes from our favorite '80s movie. That's still a staple Bouncing Souls song. But that's all I can say about it. I mean, it's not a bad album. It's just not. They do better later.
I ran out of time this week. I was going to give you both a quiz on the quotes from. These are the quotes from our favorite 80 movies to see if you can name the songs that they do it, but I ran out of time. And forgot about it today, so. Ed, give us number 7.
Well, for number 7, I go with the gold record.
Jason, hold up the sign. Get the sign, Jason.
Let's see what's left. I mean,
Like I said, it goes in that mid area to me. Like it's
yeah,
not
that's
bad. It's just, the gold song is great. I love Sound of the City. Lean on Sheena, that's a good one. But it's just one of those mid records that
You are
I don't
wildly
particularly
incorrect here.
enjoy.
Wildly. Not just a little,
No,
like
we'll get to the good
wildly incorrect.
let me see. Where do I have it?
Like I said, it's the mid area, so it's just kind of like
Wow.
there's better. There's a lot better, but that's definitely not it.
Jason, give us number 7.
This one was probably the hardest choice to make out of these two albums. I guess I'll stick with what I wrote down, but my 7 and 6 could be swapped pretty easily, but I'm gonna go with Maniacal Laughter. This is the first Bouncing Souls album that actually sounds like the Bouncing Souls. Like they're starting to get that peak soulness coming. Yeah, the first songs, it's about growing up drinking, listening to records. The world is your oyster. Like the whole album just has that Bouncing Souls vibe. The Freaks, the Nerds, Romantics, a classic song. They still play that one. Um, the BMX song is just about fucking getting a bike. It's a short, dumb song that's fucking amazing. Um, the Ballad of Johnny X. Green Day tried to write that song 10 years later with St. Jimmy, but the Bouncing Souls did it first. I mean, this is a great album. I love this album.
I didn't think I was going to enjoy the Ballad of Johnny X, but I did. I like that a lot. So my number 7 is The Good, the Bad, the Argyle. I love this. I love that being the first time I ever heard it this week. I love it. I think it's great. I think that I'm not a huge fan of it opening with "I Like Your Mom." I wish that was a little further in, but I love the bass. But as it goes forward, we've got Neurotic and Joe Lies. These are the quotes from our 80s movies. The Guest. The only one that I really had my low light for was Inspection Station. So that was the only one that I really, I was like, eh. And I think this is a great start. Like you said, kind of reminds me of early, an early Descendants album or kind of that same genre of a lot of punk bands in that time's first album. But I really enjoyed it. I think it's awesome. Jason, give us number 6.
All right, number 6, and this one Maniacal could easily beat this one, but I'm going with Anchors Away. This is the first Bouncing Souls album. When I got it, I hated it, and like I remember when it came out. To me, this is the turning point of the best Bouncing Souls to like, we're going to try something new. And they failed on the first attempt. The opening, the Apartment 5F is good. Kids and Heroes, that's a top Bouncing Souls song. Todd's song is okay. Highway Kings is good. Born Free is horrible. That's probably their worst political song. It was 2003. Come on, there were better political songs, punk songs in 2003. Better Days, I like the gang vocals, but not really the song. Don't like Night Train. Blind Date has good music, but horrible lyrics. To me, that's the biggest thing is the lyrics kind of falter on this one when the music slows down. I think they were trying something new, and they failed, and they'll perfect that later on.
I don't have a sign, but yes, Jason, you're wrong. You and Ed just.
Your opinion is already trash because you put Ghost at the end, so you say what you want.
Well, if you're gonna have Ghost number 1, this gonna be terrible. I'll go ahead and go with my next one. So my number 6 is, and I have a problem with 6 and 5. I think they could. No, yeah, they could probably flip back and forth. But my number 6 is self-titled.
I'm sorry, you disconnected.
Self-titled is my.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. I think he said Mechanical Laughter.
Mm-mm. I like Mechanical Laughter better than I like self-titled. So, self-titled is obviously the classic Bouncing Souls album, right? That's what everybody knows Bouncing Souls from. But I think there are better things out and about. I mean, I like Crack. I like Say Anything. I do not enjoy the Toilet Song. I don't.
Oh
really
my
think that's
god,
good.
we just lost all our subscribers.
I like Holiday Cocktail Lounge. I like Serenity. Shark Attack's a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad album. It's just there are better albums than it.
This motherfucker gonna put the gold record above self-titled. Oh my god!
All day.
Jesus,
The Toilet Song really, I think,
fucking Christ.
And give us number 6.
Hillary.
I don't know. I'm having fun listening to y'all. This is kind of cool.
Come on, you gonna do self-titled also? Let's show this man.
Actually, I am.
Jesus, fuck.
Subtitle there. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Like it's just not their best work.
I don't believe you, mother. I don't believe you, motherfuckers. You would listen to this band.
Wait, it's my turn. Let me talk, sir. Let me talk. All right. Um, I have the toilet song is just bad.
It is.
There's too many like joke songs, man. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't their best work. Um, Shark Attack and all those tunes were just I don't know. I just didn't get it.
Shark
There's better
Attack's
stuff
funny.
coming.
I don't think
Alright.
it's a great closer. I think it's funny though.
Yeah, I mean they're funny. Like they have funny songs, but it's just I don't know.
Jesus, I should have took more notes on this album. I mean, I assumed y'all knew what the fuck y'all were talking about. I didn't have to fucking talk about this album, but holy shit.
But the other ones are coming are good. And like I said, this is the mid area. We're not saying it's like obviously on my list. It's not the most horrible album, but this is like the mid area where, to me, is not bad, but it's just not their best work, you know. And I do think like they write better stuff.
I mean, at least you put it in front of the gold record, I guess.
Oh
That's
yeah,
something.
no, for sure.
Yeah,
No,
it's
for
wrong,
sure.
is what it is. But
But still, you. Oh my god.
Nice.
so my number 5 is Maniacal Laughter. I really, really like this album. I think it's a good one. I think it's definitely to be their second album. I think it's amazing. We do have an instance where we have another song that is in the title of a previous album. So Argyle. I love Argyle. I like the Ballad of Johnny X. Lamar Vanoy. The BMX song. It's okay. It's fine. I don't. Quick Check Girl was great. Headlights Ditch, that one's funny. I like how fast and that is. I want a cigarette, I want a girl, and I want it now. So yeah, that's my number 5. Ed, give it to us.
That's actually the one song I don't really like on that album.
Really?
Yeah.
Following what we're talking about earlier, the good, the bad, and the Argyle. I think again, a lot of joke songs. I Like Your Mom is fantastic. I think that's probably that when I first heard that song, I was like, man, these guys are cool.
But the toilet song is bad, but I Like Your Mom is good.
Hey,
Okay.
But it's different. They're different. But anyways.
Oh, they are different.
But yeah, no, I like this album. I Like Your Mom. Joe Lies is a good tune. These are the quotes.
Yeah, motherfucking lies all right.
But but I mean, it's definitely again in the middle area for me. So
Jason, give us something weird.
What number am I on? Sorry, I don't have the.
You're on number 5.
All right, number 5. Unlike Joe, I'm not putting the gold record above fucking self-titled.
Unlike Joe, you're wrong.
No. The gold record's good. They're starting to figure out that new sound that they're going for, that they tried to do on Anchors and failed. But they ain't perfected it quite yet. The cover of Lean On Sheen is fucking great. Sarah Saturday, opening track. I love the opening track. I mean, it's a decent Souls record. It's not their best. It's not even top 3, but it's a good Souls record. I like it. I wouldn't put it at number 7, and I wouldn't put it any higher than number 5, but it's good.
Jason's wrong. Y'all pretend like I'm holding the sign up. Ed, give us number 4.
I'm gonna put Mechanical Laughter at number 4.
What kind of laughter?
Maniacal. My bad.
He was thinking of that Marilyn Manson.
I'm getting tired.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, no. It's a good album. Following up again, they keep up with the jokes, and I think this is the album they got signed on after, right? Am I incorrect in that? I think
I meant to
after
look all
this
that
one,
up.
They got signed. But it's I mean, you can see. I think it's a follow up to the good, the bad. Like it just kind of has the same vibe. Also, the production on these 2 albums are a little less than the ones that come after.
If you mean signed to Epitaph, then yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the album that got him signed, if I read that correctly.
Yeah,
But,
this is.
Yeah, and it's just you can tell the albums after also sound better, you know. And I enjoy it. It's a good album, but again, the three top for these bands are coming up for me. So
All right. I will go number 4 for me is Hopeless Romantic.
oh, you wrong. Where's your sign, Jason? Jason.
I gotta move shit around now. Hold on. Let me put his wrong decision in there. Then I'll get my sign.
Right. Hopeless
Throw
Romantic.
it. Throw it virtually at him. Make sure it hits him in the head.
Great album. I love this album. Highlights: Night on Earth, '87, Hopeless Romantic, Olay. Low lights for me: It's Not the Heat and You're So Rad. The whole thing's a great closing track. This is just a great album. I mean, it's awesome. Is it as good as the next three? I don't think so. But
Yeah, at least
It's
maybe
really,
not
really
one
good.
of them, but the other ones, yeah.
really, really good. Jason.
All right, my number 4 is Ghost on the Boardwalk.
That's higher than it should be.
No.
No, yeah,
So-
that is a lot higher. That really is a lot higher than it should be.
Let's see. I think it is their most underrated album, which is what I said in my fucking notes before I even talked to you fucks, because I knew people don't like this record. But I think it's the most underrated Bouncing Souls record.
What
Yes.
makes it underrated though? Like,
Because nobody fucking likes it. That's
Because it's
why.
terrible.
well, there's a reason for that, Jason. I mean, but I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion, so that's fine.
You put the gold record fucking down there too, so you just as fucked up. All right. So, Gasoline. This is my turn. Shh. It's my turn to
He
talk.
got you.
Excuse
Yes.
me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Kanye. All right, Gasoline. I took fucking notes on this one. Gasoline is one of my favorite Souls openers. The 2-song combo of Never Say Die When You're Young fucking hits. Ghost on the Boardwalk song is one of the best Bouncing Soul songs lyrically. Let me take you to a place where the sun warms your face and the sound of the waves takes you away, and the ghost on the boardwalk keep you company where the city meets the sea. How the fuck does that not hit you? I don't know. Joe has no soul. Airport Security sounds like a fucking old school Bouncing Soul song that's going to be on. It could have been on one of the next three. If it was a little faster, sorry. Badass is just an old school dumb Bouncing Soul song that actually works, like the toilet song.
Badass is good. That's my favorite of their dumb songs.
The Mental Bits, the reggae sounding shit. I want Bouncing Souls to do more reggae because it actually fucking kind of worked for them.
That is true. I'll give you that. That is very true.
Dub Says True is a fucking great song about their fans and their friends. Boogie Woogie Downtown, it kind of slumps. Big Eyes is an acoustic song. Great lyrics about coming of age. You know, it's not the end of the world. I've seen this film before. I already know the ending. Some of the faces change, but the plot, it stays the same. Take my hand, let's walk away. And then he goes, we all sing along. Like the Sun, I don't care for. So there's like two songs I don't. But other than that, it's a fucking amazing, underrated Bouncing Souls record. Much better than the gold record, but I got a copy of that one too.
And I just realized I flipped my number 4, number 3, but that's fine. We're going to keep going with it. But How I Spent My Summer Vacation is my number 3.
What?
What you mean?
Well,
what?
I mean, no, that's
Yeah. He's only got 3 spots left, I guess.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the upper.
No,
Yeah.
because the ones that he hasn't put in yet.
Or amazing.
Oh,
Or the best.
oh, I
No.
didn't even see that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
So How I
he's
Spent My
fucking
Summer
wrong.
Vacation, that song, I love the vinyl reference. True Believer's amazing. That's Something Special. Broken Record, Lifetime, Anthem, Breakup Song, Late Bloomer, Gone, just all amazing songs off that album. Really, Streetlight Serenade and Private Radio are my lowlights for it. But I mean, I just feel like they keep getting better at this point. Just keep getting better and better. Ed. You
I didn't. Do I see? I just want to make sure Taiwan on is that on the list?
Time one on what? The album?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay. I did not see that. Okay, so all right. Well, um, Anchors Away. I'm gonna put that as my number three.
Okay.
Um, a good album again. That's why I put them in the top three. Kids and Heroes is my favorite track off of this one, and Sing Along Forever. They just and Anchors Away. All those tunes are good for this one too. So yeah,
Okay. Not bad. Not a bad
and
choice.
there's a top two spots for the top two ones. And Joe, you're wrong.
No.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you are.
What you mean? You were number three at one of the two that I have left.
And
I
that's
know,
that's
but
why you're wrong, Joe.
yeah, but
That's why
that
you're
number
wrong.
three spot should not be for that record. I'm just saying. But okay.
All right, Jason, give us your number three.
All right, my top three Bouncing Souls records could easily change at any day. Like all three of these albums are fucking perfect. And if you've already listed one of these albums, then you're fucking wrong. But I'm going to go with How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Again, it's a perfect Souls record. It could easily be my number one on a given day. It's a little sadder than the other two on my list, but lyrically, it's kind of sad. But that song, it's another song about music, playing vinyl. It's right up my fucking alley. Same with Private Radio. You can't say anything fucking bad about True Believers, or you're not a Souls fan. And actually, I don't know if you heard the new songs off the new album, but they reference the True Believers. That's Something Special, relationship song. I love that one. Streetlight Serenade is Streetlight Serenade is kind of a throwback to BMX. Dude loves his fucking bike. Mantha Breakup. I mean, the whole fucking album is it's classic Souls. Like, this is like peak Bouncing Souls goodness. Easily could be number one.
Yeah, number three. I mean, it's a great number three. Like I said, I think I flipped mine. I think it should be number four, but we'll keep going. Ed, give us number two.
Yeah, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Put that at number two. I got on my notes that it sounds from the beginning, listening to them get there, it sounds like a different band. Like they just their sound sounds a little bit different. It's a solid album though, all the way through. Manthem and True Believers. Those are solid. Yeah, Streetlight Serenade. Late Bloomer, I don't know about that one, but Dawn is a good track. But yeah, no, I like this album. It sounds a little bit different, I think, from where they were coming from, but it's a good one. I think they found a good sound for this one.
See, I don't get that. I think from 1997 to 2001 is the classic Bouncing Soul sound. After that, they start to Anchors Away is where they start to change, and then everything after that is like new Bouncing Soul sound.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the 94 through 2001 is definitely like this is the Bouncing Souls. As you go further, we'll talk about that here in just a moment. But Jason, give us number two.
Again, my number two could easily be my number one on any given day, and it's self-titled. How you guys have this so fucking far down, I don't understand. Again, I didn't take many notes on this because I assumed you guys knew what the fuck you were talking about.
We do.
Kate is great. I mean, there are so many goddamn classic Bouncing Soul songs on this record that they still play live. Cracked is a fast as shit opening. Again, Say Anything is the first Souls song I heard. Chunk song, East Side Mags are bangers. The Toilet song, what can not be said about the Toilet song? Hillary, you feel me?
Damn Toilet song.
East Coast, fuck you, Jesus Christ. I mean, the album doesn't let up. Like, to me, this is the Bouncing Souls and could easily be my number one.
Yeah, that album just didn't do it for me.
The only reason it's not my number one is because I've got to help support Ed because Joe made such a horrible decision earlier that I swapped my 2 and 1 right there at the end just to fucking support
Hey,
my boy.
you were wrong from the get go, so it is all right. You could have moved yours all kinds of around.
Mm-mm.
All right, my number two is Anchors Away. I
That's a
think
good album.
Anchors Away is a great. I mean, I don't know if there's a bad song on this album. I've got a song that's probably my least favorite on there, but it's still a good song. So everything's amazing. Apartment, 5F, Kids and Heroes, Sing Along Forever, Better Days, Todd's Song, Blind Date, Highway Kings, Anchors Away. I mean, I'm from there. The Day I Turned My Back on You. All these are just amazing songs, and I love the sound that they have gone to. There's definitely to me a different sound between 94 2001 to what we get Anchors Away and the Gold Record.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And I think this is where we started to perfect the sound, and then later on we go away from it. We started. I don't know what we're doing later on. I don't know what kind of mixture we're trying to throw in there, but we'll save that for number one when I talk a little more. Jason, number one.
Number one is Hopeless Romantic. Again, this could easily be swapped out with my number two or my number three. The whole album just feels nostalgic. The way I don't know if it's the way it's recorded. I don't know if it's. I mean, the lyrics are of course nostalgic feeling, but it's just about growing up, hanging out with friends, having a good time. Title track's fucking great. 87, another song about loving music. That song fucking nails it. It reminds me of just listening to music for the sake of listening to music, which a lot of people don't do these days. I can remember like listening to Nirvana with Michael or Aerosmith with Cowboy or fucking, with you guys. It just reminds me of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kid, I'll save that for a different video, but that's a fucking great song. Bully in the Jukebox. My wife accuses me of this all the fucking time.
I love that song.
I don't know if you remember, Ed. We actually did I bullied the jukebox at Hillary's wedding. We went to that bar, and I ended up having the Flatliners playing all fucking night. Or that time, I don't know, Joe, if you remember, we went to some fucking low backwoods country bar in Alabama, and they were playing country, and somehow I had managed to go out to my car and get an Alkaline Trio CD and have these Alabama boys playing Alkaline Trio in this country bar. So, yeah, I'm accused of that all the time.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, the whole fucking album, Wish Me Well. It's just like the other, my 2 and 3. They're just perfect fucking Souls records.
Ed, give us number one.
Yeah, and I think nostalgic is a good word for this album, and also complete and just a fun one to listen to. It's definitely obviously my favorite one. This is the one I had on CD right after the Warped Tour that I told you we saw on that. Because first of all, I had Ole. That song is awesome, and just like many other stories about mosh pits. I don't even know. Do they still have mosh pits? Like, are young people gonna understand what a mosh pit is? Like, is that a?
I mean, I saw them in 2012 with the Menzingers, and they were fucking. That crowd was lit. Like they were Bouncing Souls fans. They played Olay, and it was.
I mean, I haven't been to a punk show in a really long time. But
What year did we see Propaganda?
That was after that.
Yeah, because there was definitely my glasses got knocked to the floor many a time in that mosh pit, and very nice people helped me pick up.
Oh yeah. We got into the pit for Anti-Manifesto. I remember that.
I didn't mean.
When I seen this,
I remember seeing no mosh sign, no moshing or something everywhere, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Well, that's because you go to them like acoustic guy shows and coffee shops. You got to go to a real show. They still mosh.
No, me and my wife went to see Rancid, and oh no, there was
acoustic
moshing Rancid. And there's nothing wrong with acoustic music, man. It's good to sit down. It's either that or hang out by the bar.
It was
at those shows.
It wasn't Rancid. It was Tim Timebomb's side project.
Did you ever see the video of him singing from a tree?
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. Anyway, yeah, Hopeless Romantic, definitely my number one. It's one that I want to get on vinyl. If I get one on vinyl, it'll be this one. It's just perfect. And also, again, it's the one that I bought right away. Is one I'm more familiar with. 87, Kid, Hopeless Romantic, Olay. I mean, the whole thing. This whole album is just a good one. It also is a good one that takes me back to. I mean, when I listen to it, I remember like buying it. You know, it's one of those albums. So
Now, when I say nostalgia, I mean, yeah, I've got nostalgia for the album, but I also mean the sound of the whole album, like, just has a nostalgic feel the way they recorded it. It
okay.
kind of reminds me of the Gaslight Anthem's '59 sound. Like,
Okay.
I can't explain. I don't know who recorded it. I ain't gonna look it up now, but
I can see what you're saying there. It definitely has a sound of its own with their albums.
like, it sounds great on vinyl. It is a vinyl record.
Yeah, it's just I think when we're talking about Flying Molly, like it's just sometimes you get those albums from a discography from a band that is just kind of it's its own thing. You know, it's the band, but it's like to me at least it sounds like its own thing. You know, and the rest of it is kind of around it. So
Yeah, and my number one, as you can guess, is the gold record. I tried to go into this with a open mind, knowing that the gold record was the record the first record I heard throughout by the Bouncing Souls. To say, hey, maybe this isn't my favorite album by them. I don't know. There are 9 other albums to go through, but as I listen to them, this is definitely their best album. The gold record is amazing front to back. There isn't a bad song here. Some of my favorite songs are on here. Title track's amazing. So Jersey's amazing. Sound the City, the Pizza Song, Sarah Saturday, Better Things. I could just list them all. This album's great. I love the sound. I love what they're doing here.
way too high. I mean,
Yeah, it's a little high.
Well,
That's a little high.
number one is where it belongs. So the best album has to be at
No.
number one. I mean, that's why it's so high.
No, it's a good mid-tier Bouncing Souls record.
That's
it's
remember
not
whenever
a
you
bad
said.
album. It's
Remember
just
when you
not-
picked a number 7? I said you were way wrong. That's because you are way wrong.
No, I'm only 2 off from them. It ain't too bad. Ain't too bad.
Yeah, y'all two were way off on this.
I mean,
the
you
best
put
album
Hopeless Romantic at 4.
should be number 3. But
Both y'all fucked up with self-titled. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all.
self-titled's exactly right.
That is the Bouncing Souls. I mean,
I
come
know.
on.
And from reading, doing some research, we're gonna get some hate for that, Joe. But it's
That's all right.
it's all right. You know, it is what it is. And like I said, it's in that spot, but all the stuff above it just so better. So much
We're going to
better.
get hate for
Let
that.
me-
We're going to get agreeance for Ghost in the Boardwalk, and then everybody's going to say, Joe, you're right. The gold record is the best Bouncing Souls record.
No.
It's amazing.
I'll get hate for Ghost because I'm telling you, I defend that record all the fucking time. I am.
Yeah,
I will
no,
defend
those-
Ghost, but y'all fucked up bigger than putting Ghost at fucking 4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Joe. If you never heard the Bouncing Souls, or you're talking to somebody who never met the Bouncing Souls, at what point on your list would you say listen to X amount of number of albums? Like, would it be your top 3, your top 5? Like, how far back would you go?
Probably to 7.
All the way to 7, really?
Yeah. I think that 7 to 1 are amazing albums.
Okay, what about you, Ed?
5.
All right.
Probably 5, something like that. Like
That's
it's the older, the newer stuff. The older stuff I'm down with, and I get it. But again, my preference is I grew up with it, you know. But the newer stuff, it's just I don't know, something about it just doesn't.
You wouldn't tell people to listen to self-titled?
Maybe some tracks off of it.
fucking Kate is great. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're telling me to recommend something for a new listener, I would recommend Five and Up, and then if they like it, it'd be like, well, you know, why didn't you give it
Mine
to?
is straight five and up. If you want a more punk rock sound, with good lyrics, I'd say the first three. If you want like a more modern, slowed down version, it'd be four and five.
Yeah, and I forgot about that reggae track, not like reggae sounding song you mentioned earlier. Um, what was it? Because
The one on Ghost,
yeah, the one on Ghost. What was the name of that track?
the Mental Bits.
Yeah. Okay, that one, as I'm saying, they got scattered good songs. It's just we're talking about like albums that they can listen to multiple songs, and yeah, my Five and Up.
Yeah, like the perfect full album.
Yeah.
Mine would be
yeah. I'd go
first
back from
five.
7 all the way. I think that their first album, The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle, is a great album. I don't think any of those are bad.
Yeah, but if you had never heard the Bouncing Souls, like that is not a Souls album I would recommend because
No. Yeah.
that's all you're going to get is that one album.
yeah,
Well, it
I'm not saying
depends.
start with it.
Because
Start with
if
number
you
one.
catch me now at this age, I'm not gonna mention my age because I don't want to say. But at this age, right?
22.
I might enjoy the newer stuff.
Go back and
You
listen to
guys-
Ghost. I'm telling you, it's a fucking amazing
another
album.
thing, too. I didn't really grow up with those albums very much, so maybe I will. Man, I will definitely check it out. But
Go back and listen to Gold, Rick.
they caught my eye when I was like 17, 16 years old. So that jokey stuff was,
Let's see.
caught
I
me.
was 30 when Ghost came out, so that's a good 30-year-old album right there. For a 30-year-old, you're just reminiscing on the boardwalk about all the people you lost. It's a good album.
And any closing arguments? I think we just gave a bunch of them, but
Yeah, no, great band. I say that about every band because they are, and they were a staple of the Warped Tour. At least a few times that I went, and even when they weren't even playing, sometimes I can't remember what band it was. That they just had them over that Olay song over the speakers, and the crowd just went crazy. It was like before the main band came out. There was just one of those the free music or whatever, and so very much loved by their fans. Tough freaking mosh pits.
Yeah, they have a die-hard fan base.
Yeah, and I love the band and the music, and again, having this many records, I think good, mid, and not so good. That should be the level we're looking at here, not necessarily, this is here, so it sucks.
I will say I am hyped for the new album though because the two of the subtracks of the three, I've really enjoyed. Like it reminds me of Ghost.
I actually
not a
enjoy some of those
sign.
too.
There's one called Shannon Song I didn't care for him. It's the way he sings, like his vocals, and it just sound weird to me. I got to listen to it more, but Higher Ground and 10 Stories Higher are fucking great though. I'm hyped for it.
nice. Jason, any other parting words?
I mean, I'm hoping this new album's good because they have been on a decline for the last two albums. To me,
Yes. No, that's I think that Ed and I have the same 3 there. I think for the past 3, it's been a little rough, especially Simplicity just was not a great end.
there was nothing like. I mean, at least Comet had some decent songs.
Yeah.
But Simplicity was just forgettable as shit to me.
Yeah, my parting words are, I really enjoyed this listen through a whole lot. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, my top 7 are all great albums to listen to.
It took a long time.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it was, classic punk, they got 15 songs, it's 30 minutes. So you're kind of moving through a lot of these.
Yeah. That's
All
true.
right. So there you have it. That's our definitive ranked albums by the Bouncing Souls. We hope you enjoyed watching, and we really appreciate you watching. If you believe that Jason and Ed were wrong, which they were, go ahead and talk about it in our comments below or on our Discord. We'd love to hear about it. Let's see your rankings. Let's see what you got for us.
Yeah, please tell these motherfuckers that they fucked up putting self-titled so low.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and tell your barber. and the folks sitting right there waiting for your snazzy new haircut to be finished. Wouldn't it be great if they could pop in their headphones and watch us while they wait? Don't let your barber watch, especially while he's giving you a haircut, or he's going to mess your stuff all up. But let them know about us. Let them know why they're sitting there waiting. They'll thank you for it.
When's the last time you went to the barber, Joe?
Boy, that's a great question. I don't remember. I've been buying the $10 buzzers for years now. Ed, when's the last time you went to a barber? You getting a fade? You getting a?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Mine's probably been a decade. Jason, when's the last time you've been to a barber?
It's been a while.
Well, until we see y'all next time, be safe, make good decisions.